So I'm here with Marius Janse van Rensburg, qualified mechanic and master mechanic for 28 years. He's both hands-on the tools, and also he runs the workshop and parts area of a high-volume Volvo dealership. Underneath Marius today are 72 staff. Together they bring 13,000 plus long-haul trucks through the workshop annually. And these are large long-haul trucks, the type you see carrying large loads on the road every day, 600 horsepower plus and minus, above and below that. Huge trucks, a lot of power. His workshop is a Volvo showcase workshop for the world today. But it always wasn't like that. Marius got his start in the world of mechanics 28 years ago, working on some of the largest engines in the South African Army, such as the 16-cylinder, 6,500 horsepower, high-performance strike-craft boat. Marius, I look forward to hearing your story.
Dave, thank you for having me.
Well, we get right into it then. Here you are, and what are we looking at? That's a workshop area.
Yes, that's the main workshop area. Yeah, main workshop, and that's looking down at the main workshop. You'll see there in the middle is we were 3 years dealer running, mega dealer, or best mega dealer in South Africa for 3 years running. This year we second runner up, so we didn't make it this year. I think they just wanted to give one of the other guys a chance to get it for this.
4 in a row is too much, isn't it?
Yes.
They won't let you have it.
Yeah, otherwise we got everything. We got the best dealer, and we got the best dealer, figuratively and literally. So once we identified the site, most of the outer structure was there, not in a very good condition. So I still had to figure out the flow of how I would want vehicles to flow through the dealership. So basically we had to, I needed pits. There was no pits in that place there, so I needed big pits. I needed a PDI center, because in the old place we did everything in one workshop, and this place had 36,000 square meters, was enough space to create what I needed. So I had component workshop. Currently now I have a component workshop, I have a PDI center. My warranty store is not in the same workshop. The wash bay is away from the workshop. Bulk store. So yeah, there was no air systems, air compressors. There was no oil systems, coolant systems, dirty oil, dirty coolant, clean. So all that needed to be placed and installed.
If employers listening want to know more about that, then just give you a call, right, and start asking questions.
I can definitely help with the flow of, if you need some advice on flow, I can definitely give you advice there.
Well, if flow leads to the throughput, and if throughput leads to capital, I guess people will want to know about the flow.
Definitely.
You want to introduce the video before we continue?
Yes, sure. So on the right-hand side, you can see there's one of our main freeways. It's called the N2. So there's a lot of visibility for traffic up and down there. And then in the middle here, you can see it's our the entrance. And this is where the flow had to start at the dealership. For trucks to flow in, where we have a trailer park to the left, yeah, with a driver's room there, or overnight accommodation for drivers. So we had to get the flow from there and then towards where the trucks are on the side of the building between the freeway and the dealership, yes. So that's where the vehicles will come, and then our service advisors will meet them there, and then from there book them into the workshop. And then further down, you'll see there where all the vehicles are parked facing the workshop and some of them facing the freeway. Yes, down there. So the ones facing the workshop are the ones that are due to go into the workshop. The ones facing the freeway are the completed ones. Those are ready for collection, basically.
Yeah.
And then on the far left, you'll see there's 3 buildings there. The first building is that's our component workshop, which is 805 square meters. And then the one just next to it is, that's our PDI center, which includes a brake testing bay, LNG gas bay, and then a QC pit for the team leaders to QC their vehicles. And then the building right at the end is the bulk store, parts bulk store, 2 wash bays, and then the warranty store.
Where is the accommodation for the drivers? Is that visible on this photo?
Yes, it's the building right there at the gate on the left. Yeah. That's the overnight accommodation. There's 5 rooms there with showers, a lounge with a TV, kitchen. So this is basically the route to the dealership. So that's the entrance to our dealership over there. Reception area. And our receptionist. That's engine and gearbox on display. And then this is just the overview of the dealership. 17 work bays. It's ample parking space. So what makes it nice at this dealership? It's very spacious. It's not everything's not on top of each other. It's clean. It's a beautiful environment to be in the first place. So it's quite nice.
Yeah, you feel like you're in Sweden.
It does. This is our new truck sales manager, Tony. He's introducing a customer to the vehicle. And then a guy, customer buying some parts from the front parts counter. And that's just some images of one of the parts store. And then we get to the workshop, I think, which is the place where most of the money is made. Some of the guys giving examples of how to do some checks there. Yeah, it's jumping a bit on my side, Tate.
Yeah, it's going smooth here, so it will come out okay for the viewers. But at least jumping is better than staying too far behind, I guess. So right now we've got we're back to the bays again.
So those are some of the pits I was involved in designing there. The depth of it, right down to the color used on, so it's visible, the guys don't fall into the pits. This is a nice view, overview of the dealership. What's not in the video on that square building in the front there, and that's the admin block. So yeah, that whole building is the admin block there. Those all got solar panels on them now. So that whole roof is covered with solar panels. So we don't use, we don't need electricity from the government, if I can put it that way. We run off our own electricity. And then in the back of the building on the far left, the top building, there's a system we call e-washer. That is a water recycling plant that we have there for the wash bay. So that water gets recycled. And then in the front, you can see there's a big green tank there as well. That's a 20,000 liter freshwater tank. That supplies the dealership if for some reason there's a water shortage or something. We have our own water supply as well, which will last approximately about a week.
Taking care of the water and also the electricity flow, and I guess meeting also some compliance measures for effluent or waste as well. It's a very well thought out system. Here in New Zealand, we may not think about the solar as being critical, but there in South Africa, you have brownouts and blackouts regularly. It's a different situation. I think this is brilliant. I don't know. I didn't think about it before, but looking at this, you've got these trucks parking right there facing the highway when they're finished. So it gives you a chance to wash them off, make them look nice, put them facing the highway. That's your billboard, all those billboards promoting your
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so the flow, if you can think about it, the flow coming down this little road on the right there, or on your left now, where the trucks are coming in that line there.
Yeah.
So your flow through the workshop, through the different the building in the back there, and then lastly through the wash bay, and then park back in the front there for ready for collection.
You can just almost draw a little line how it goes, a little, there's no interruption.
Yes.
Could you please explain in summary form, from your point of view, what are the deliverables you're going to bring to New Zealand as an employee?
I'll definitely bring 28 years worth of engine experience, diagnostic experience. I've got hydraulic experience. Yes, I think I'm bringing vast knowledge with me. I can work unsupervised. I consider myself a good all-rounder. So yes, we haven't mentioned that I am a master mechanic as well in Volvo. So
What does it mean, master mechanic? How did you get that?
So master mechanic just means that you are well versed in or well experienced in servicing, diagnostics, repairs. So it's the different categories that you're proficient in. So I'm proficient in all those, and that basically makes you a master mechanic.
Proficient in all those. We didn't mention diagnostics much yet. So with diagnostics, could you give a detailed review of your diagnostic skills?
So in the olden days, you didn't have onboard diagnostics or a laptop that you can connect to the vehicle. So I have the diagnostics experience where you have to physically work with a multimeter or physically strip down the harness or fault trace the fuel system or something like that. But now on the newer engines, it's more diagnostic work where we actually work with a tech tool which will guide you. It's called guided diagnostics. So it will guide you which direction. It doesn't pinpoint the fault, but it will give you some sort of a guide where the fault could be between two control units, or that's if it's on the electrical side of it. On the mechanical side, you get some sort of a idea of you can do compression tests or on the laptop itself. But it still goes back to the basics. We have to manually check the compression or if the color of the smoke, or if it's misfiring. It's still the old school way of doing it.
So what would you say to that as far as starting points in terms of your beginning stage, your beginning role in New Zealand?
I would say let's open the door to communication. I don't mind to start on the floor if you've got opportunity for me to grow within the company. Yes, I will make the best of it. I will definitely try and work my way up in the company if you can offer me that opportunities.
Okay,
But
so that's
I don't mind. I definitely don't mind going back to my bread and butter. It's where I come from.
for this interview. It's been a pleasure to get to know you in this way, this professional way that you've delivered through your life.
Thank you, Tata. I appreciate it.
An example for lean processes shown around the world by one of the best brands in the world, Marius Janse van Rensburg.
Thank you, Tate.